Today we are going to read say news articles together and you are going to learn a lot of English vocabulary, grammar and even pronunciation naturally by reading these articles with me. This article is very important taken by Dart News. Welcome back to Smile Training English. And of course I am Zeeshan and this is your place to become a fluent, confident English speaker. So let's get started. Climate realities. Climate realities. The air quality index in Lahore once again shot past the 100 level mark on Wednesday morning, registering at an eye-watering 101.65, the suffocating pall that has descended over the city and also wide swaths of the provinces has forced the Punjab government to announce a slew of new measures to contain its harmful, potentially life-threatening effect. That mark on is that the definition mark on can have various meanings depending over the context. Like important synonym is that impact, influence. Then for example, her speech left a lasting mark on the audience. Let's mark on to the next talks. That important synonyms. The registering at an eye-watering. Just registering at definition. Registering at and refers to the act of signing up, enrolling, or recording one's presence or interest at a particular location and event or institutions. That important registering at eye-watering, eye-watering. Eye-watering definition important is that eye-watering refers to a something that is astonishing, shocking, or extremely impressive, often due to its magnitude, cost, or intensity. Intensity. Important synonym astounding, spectacular. For example, the eye-watering views from the skyscraper top floor. The eye-watering price tag of the luxury yacht. The eye-watering price tag of luxury yacht. The suffocating pall that suffocating pall that suffocating pall is definition. A suffocating pall refer to to an oppressive, overwhelming and often unbearable atmosphere or feeling that weight heavily on the mind, emotion or surroundings. Important synonym is that overwhelming sense. For example, the suffocating pall of grief hung over the funeral. The suffocating pall of a grief hung over the funeral. That has descended over. Important definition descended over refer to a sudden of gradual covering spreading or settling of something, darkness, silence, fog over a person, place, or situation. Important synonym is the settled over. Darkness descended over the city at dusk. For example, darkness descended over the city at dusk. And also wide swaths of the provinces. Swaths of the provinces. Swath of refer to a large areas, sections of expanses of something, often used to describe geographical regions, populations, or abstract concept. That is synonym vast areas, expansive stretches. For example, swaths of the countryside were affected by drought. Swaths of the population remain uninsured. Has force. Has force. Has force. Has force refers to the act of compelling or coercing someone or something to do, accept, or undergo something, often against their will of resistance. That synonym is that compelled, coerced. That important synonym is that compelled, coerced. The Punjab government of announced a slew of slew of important definition. A slew of refer to a large number, series, or collection of something, often used to describe events, problem, challenges, or accomplishment. Important synonym is that collections. Mayor, new mayors true. New mayors true. Mayors true important definition. Mayors to refer to action, steps, or initiatives taken to achieve a specific goal, mitigate a problem, or improve a situation. Steps to important synonym is that step to. Contain its harmful. Contain its harmful. Important definition is that harmful. Harmful refer to something that causes damage, injury, or detrimental effects individuals, groups, environments, or situations. That important synonym is damaging. Damaging. That potentially life-threatening. Potentially life-threatening effects. Potentially important definition is that potentially refer to possibility or likelihood of something happening, existing, or being true, often indicating a degree of uncertainty or possibility. Is that possibility? Important synonym is that possibility. Life threatening effects. Life threatening effects. Threatening refer to something or someone that possesses or danger, risk, or harm, or individuals, groups, or situations, often inspiring fear, anxiety, or cautions. Synonym is that dangerously, hazardous. The storm is threatening a flood the city. His threatening behavior scared everyone. Among these measures are a bar on heavy traffic in the provincial capital till January 2025, the mandatory wearing of mask, closure of educational institutions till no 17, and enforcement of work from home for half the workforce in government and private institutions. Of course, each pressure will incur immense direct and indirect cost, not just for the government but also for the people. That among is important definition indicate among surrounded by, included within a group, in the midst of, comparing or contrasting, among friends. Important synonym at amidst. For example, she stood out among her peers. That bar on. Bar on is definition can have different meaning depending on context. Physical barrier, blocking or obstructing access. Idiomatic expressions, bar on entry, restricting areas. Important synonym is that block, restrict, prohibit, limit, abstract. For example, the bar on immigrations has been lifted. Has been lifted. Mandatory wearing. Mandatory wearing of refer to a requirement or regulation that makes it compulsory a wear or specific item or attire. For example, safety is everyone's responsibility. Uniforms promote unity and equality. Protection is paramount. Enforcement of. Inform, enforcement of refer to the act of ensuring compliance with laws, regulation, rules or standards through various measures. For example, enforcement is key to a fair society. Compliance is everyone's responsibility. Of course, is a phrase express agreements or confirmations. Important synonym certainty, definitely, naturally, obviously, undoubtedly. Incur, amends, incur amends. Incur means to suffer or experience something unpleasant. Important synonym is that sustain. For example, the company incurred significant losses last quarter. She incurred injuries in the accident. Amends. Amends means extremely large or extensive. Endless or boundless. Important synonym is that vast. The universe is immense, but our curiosity is greater. Climate activities had long warned of such consequences when they had been cautioning against unchecked industrialization and urbanization, a culture of wanton consumption, and our authorities' lack of regard for the climate impact of their beloved and development project. Alas, here we are now, with our largest provinces notion choking on its own toxic fumes, struggling to breathe, struggling to breathe. Warmed off and such consequences, warmed off such consequences, when they had been cautioning, when they had been cautioning. Had warmed off. Had warmed off indicates that someone previously cautioned or alerted others about a potential danger, problem, or consequence. Grammar is that past perfect action completed before another action. Verb form had warmed, past participle of warm. Important synonym is that had cautioned, had alerted. Consequences. Consequences are the outcomes or results of particular action or decision or event. For example, the consequences of our actions are the measure of our characters. Think before you act, consider the consequences. Had been cautioning. Had been cautionings indicate that someone previously warned or advised other to be careful or prepared for a potential danger, problem, or consequences. That verb tense, past perfect, continuous, action started before another action. Verb form had been cautioning, past participle of cautions. Synonym is that had been warning, had been warning, had been advising. Culture of wanton conceptions or our authorities' lack of regard for the climate impact of Ilas, choking on its own toxic fumes, struggling to. Consumption definition. Consumption refers to the act of using or utilizing resources, goods, or services to safety, needs, or wants. Lack of regards. Lack of regards refer to the lack of respect, consideration, or concern for something or someone. Important synonym is the disregard, indifference. Impact of. Impact of refer to the effect of consequences of particular actions, event or situation or something or someone. Impact of climate change on global warming. Alas is an interjection used to express sorrow, regret. Loss the concert was cancelled. Ras the concert was cancelled. Fumes, toxic fumes, poisonous gases, chemical fumes, industrial cleaning products, exhaust fumes, vehicles emissions, smoke fumes, fires, cigarettes, gas fumes, leaks, fuel. Struggling to. Struggling to indicate difficulty or effort. Accomplish a task. Overcoming an obstacle. Important phrase, struggling to keep up. For example, struggle is the seed of strength. Pointing out. Pointing out means driving attention to something. Highlights a fact or issues, indicating a problem or error. Pointing out mistakes. Pointing out flaws. The Punjab government under Chief Minister Mariam Nawaz has already tried and failed to implement a new, more through strategy to deal with smog. According to the Pakistan Air Quality Initiative, PM 2.5 pollution, which causes the most damage to health, is up 25 pc is 2024 compared to 2023. General pollution levels are also up by 23 pc. Experts have already written off the banned aid measures taken by the administration, pointing out that green lockdowns and declaring a climate calamity will not help. Has already tried, failed to deal with damage to health compared to written off, taken by pointing out. Has already tried indicates previous attempt or effort. Common phrase, I have already tried that. Failed to indicate unsuccessful attempt or effort, not achievement of goal. Failed to meet expectations, failed to deliver results. Deal with means handle or manage a situation, cope with challenges or difficulties. Deal with stress, deal with difficult person. Damage to refer a harm or injury caused. For example, prevention is better than cures. Damage can be repaired, but reputation can be damaged. Compare to. Compare to indicates a relationship or contrast between two or more things or highlighting. Would you like more information or compare to related topics? Written off. Written off definition means considered worthless or useless, abandoned or discarded, declared a loss of failure, abandoned. Taken by. Taken by indicate captivated, enchanted, surprised or caught off guard, overwhelmed or overcome. Taken by surprise be taken by beauty of life. It should therefore return to the driving board and use the learning from this year to plan ahead. The solution may be to enforce stricter in control to regulate heavy polluters, especially personal vehicles. Instead, public transport must be encouraged or existing facilities expand so that people have access to options that do not cause as much environmental harm. Return to driving board may be stricter control to polluters must be encouraged expand access to environmental harm. Return to driving. Return to driving is a automatic expression means that revised the revised plan or ideas or designs. Important synonym go back to the driving board. Rethink the plan. Revise the design. Maybe also spelled maybe is an adverb and auxiliary verb combination used to express uncertainty or possibility. Important synonym is that possibly. Stricter. Stricter refer to something that is more severe, rigid or tightly controlled. Tighter, more severe. Control to. Control to is a phrase used to indicate purpose or objective or implementing controls. For example, control to ensure quality, controls to prevent error, controls to regulate access. Polluters. Polluters are individuals, organizations, or entities that contaminate the environment, harming human health, ecosystem, or wildlife. Must be encouraged. Must be encouraged emphasize the importance of promoting or supporting a particular action, behavior, or activity. Important synonym is that should be promoted, should be fostered, ought to be supported. Expanded. Expanded refer to something that has been enlarged, extended, or increased in size, scope, or capacity. Important synonym enlarged, magnified. Expansion requires courage or resilience. Access to. Access to. Access to refer to the ability or permission or enter used to obtain something such as information or resources or services. Environmental harm. Environmental harm refer to damage or degradation used to cause the natural environment, ecosystem, and biodiversity. The earth has enough for everyone need but not enough for everyone greed. We have to one earth, let's protect it. So this is a very important lecture and please subscribe these channels and share. Thank you very much.